lot of y'all been waiting on this recipe and it's super easy. I'm talking about grandma's holiday dressing. That's what we're about to make right now, baby. Let's get it. So the first thing I did was created my broth. I put the whole chicken in the Instapot. You can do it in a regular pot, totally up to you. You can use Jiffy, or like grandma, you can make your homemade cornbread. I don't know why people be hating on Jiffy so much, but we're gonna add 1 cup of flour to the bowl, followed by 1 cup of cornmeal. I don't give a damn what y'all gotta say. We add a little bit of sugar, stop playing. Anytime you make cornbread, a little baking powder don't hurt. I do a whole stick. I think my grandma does half a stick, but we're gonna add some melted butter. We're gonna add 1 cup of buttermilk. I'm gonna mix this up just a little bit so I can cool down that butter. And the reason why I did that is so I can add my 2 eggs. We don't want it to cook while it's in there. And then go ahead and mix all the ingredients together. And that right there, folks, is your cornbread for your dressing. It's that simple. Now we put this in the oven on 375 to 400 and we bake it for 20 to 30 minutes. Now that the cornbread is done, we need to work on our flavor. I'm gonna add some butter to a skillet. You need butter in dressing, so why not use the butter to saute your vegetables? So I'm gonna add some onion, bell pepper, and some celery. I'm gonna add a little salt and pepper. Once this is sweated out, which will be about 5 to 7 minutes, go ahead and add a little bit of garlic, and this is completely optional. We're gonna grab a bowl, we're gonna add our cornbread, and I have about 3 to 4 cups. You can go in any order, but next I'm gonna add the vegetables. So I used a whole chicken to make the broth, and I wanna add a little chicken from that. If you want to lightly toss it to get ahead because you can't overmix, go ahead and do that. When you make dressing, you have to have cream of something. I'm choosing cream of celery. You can do cream of chicken, cream of mushroom, whatever you want to do. Let's go ahead and add that to the bowl. I'm gonna season it exactly like grandma. She would put a little bit of salt, some pepper. These next 2 ingredients is a must. You gotta have about a teaspoon of ground sage, and then you need close to a tablespoon of poultry seasoning. Grandma said she adds the chicken broth last because it helps her determine the moisture, and you immediately need to start stirring. Take your mixture and pour it in there. Just to make sure the flavor is there, you need to sprinkle a little bit of seasoning on top. Isn't this super easy? Cornbread, vegetables, meat, and moisture. That's it. That's all you're doing. Put this bad boy in the oven on 350, and you don't have to cover it up if you don't want to. And we're gonna bake it for 20 to 30 minutes. It's perfectly moist, but it's not too moist. You know what I mean? And for all the people out there that think you need eggs, I know it's a binder. It helps the seasoning, helps with the moisture. I get all that, but you don't need it. You better hit that save button on this because it's the best damn dressing you'll ever have. And we got grandma's amazing dressing for the win.